Any day I get to go fishing with Hannah is a good day. Right, sweetie? It's really important to take her fishing. Just haven't been able to get her out there on a really good day where I wanted her to catch a bonefish. Right when we first get there, you know, there's all the normal cast of characters on the flat. Watch this. Whoa, look at that. He's like a water balloon. Wasn't that the one thing that you said you wanted to do, catch a shark?
No.
Bonefish,
bonefish.
Tip low.
Hanna Rowland. That's what we're after, Hannah. Oh, yeah!
Come on. Oh, he ate it. He ate it. He ate it. Nice, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought you said you had to...
Got him, relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off. Oh, awesome. Look at that big boy.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
We're gonna try to catch a bonefish today. Bonefish are fun. We got a perfect day for it. We got a great tide, and we're going to be able to just sit here and we're gonna throw the shrimp out there. We might catch a bonnet shark or a boxfish or maybe a bonefish. What we'll do is we'll put this cooler on the front. We'll have a place to sit. And we've got some good rod holders up front. And, oh man, you brought plenty of drinks today, Hannah.
Man, what a beautiful day. Hannah, you ordered up a good day to go fishing with your dad.
Any day I get to go fishing with Hannah is a good day. Right, sweetie? Hannah's a special little girl, man. I'll tell you what, she's got me wrapped around her little finger. And anytime I get a chance to spend some time with her, and it's really important to take her fishing, you know, because she kind of wavers back and forth between being a super girly girl and, you know, daddy's girl that likes to fish. So really like to get her out there. Just haven't been able to get her out there on a really good day where I wanted her to catch a bonefish, because a bonefish is perfect for her. It's not too big, doesn't have teeth. I mean, we can fish for them, you know, chumming for them or whatever, so it doesn't require a lot of super skill, but that's like a big, major milestone in any fisherman's career is, you know, I caught a bonefish. You know, that's where I caught my first bonefish. And so I thought, you know, the tide's pretty close to being right. You know, let's just give it an hour or two and see what happens. And right when we first get there, you know, there's all the normal cast of characters on the flat. Oh, look at this crazy thing.
What is it?
I believe it's gonna be a puffer. Watch this. Lift him right up here and watch what happens. Watch. Look, watch this. Watch. Whoa. Whoa, look at that. He's like a water balloon.
Is he gonna explode?
Is he gonna explode? I hope not, it'd be a mess. You know why he does that?
Protection?
It is for protection. He gets big like that, and then it's harder for the other fish to eat him. But he's just, look, feel that right there.
No.
Hold him in your hand and he'll blow up
No,
even more.
Look, there he went down. You just gotta tickle him in the right spot and he'll go down. Whoop, there he is. Look at that thing.
Dad, stop it.
Hold him in your hand, he'll blow up like a ball.
He's very soft. You should feel him.
It's gonna spaz out on me.
He's not gonna spaz out. I got him. Look at his big teeth.
See?
Okay, we'll let this little fella go. We see puffer fish, even caught a puffer fish right away.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's always cool for a kid because the thing blows up like a balloon and goes back down. And you know, Hannah over the years has gotten, you know, gone from grabbing every single fish and being, you know, pretty bold with it to being a little more timid. And I don't know what's happened, but she didn't want to touch the fish all of a sudden, and that's cool. But you know, I still was loving showing her. Okay, you ready to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
But he floats, and now watch. He lets his air out. And
Touch him with your rod tip.
he's got to let his air out. Now he's down.
Then they're bonnet sharks. And the bonnet shark, I love the bonnet shark for kids and for first-time anglers because they're perfect for practicing for bonefish. Typically, you can see them pretty well.
Yep.
A little bit slower than a bonefish, and they definitely give you more opportunity to cast at them. Now we're talking. Look at him, he's circling all around looking for it. All right, tip up.
You got
Tip
him!
up, good job. That one comes with a handle.
Better.
He might go to the back of the boat. You might have to
Help her
walk around to the boat. That's good. You're doing great. Now he's going back to the front. Going just right. Nice. Wasn't that the one thing that you said you wanted to do? Catch a shark?
No.
Let's try getting right over here. Now I'll land him for you. Good work, Hannah. Good work. The old bonnet shark. Look at that, he comes with a handle.
What is, what?
He's got a handle. See that?
Yeah.
Looks like a hammerhead, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But he will bite you just the same, especially when you fight him real hard and fast. You gonna touch him?
No.
You sure? Ooh,
Skin's kind of cool. It's like sandpaper.
There he goes.
Got a bonnet
Yay,
shark.
Hannah! Yay, Hannah!
She did good with that.
Good work, sweetie. All right, next up, Mr. Bonefish. Nice work, sweetie. Woo-hoo-hoo, he is pulling some line, isn't he?
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Hawks Cay, the only key you'll need. By Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. Vicious, get vicious. And by Power Pole. And Buff.
So often we're fishing kind of for more, I don't know, hardcore fishermen or this or that, but our average, when I'm guiding out of here over the years or whatever, your average customer, it's somebody just like Hannah. It's somebody that's,
Right.
hey, I'm here, I'm spending the majority of my day, or my week enjoying the pool and hanging out at the resort and eating and shopping and having fun. But you know what? I want to go try fishing for 4 hours. And so we had the opportunity, beautiful weather, to take her out for a short trip.
Yep.
And then she's not particular about what she catches. So to be able to pull up their spot, right here close, put the power poles down, and start to chum out a few shrimp, just literally breaking up little pieces of shrimp so the scent would go out, and the bonnet sharks and the bonefish and all the other critters that are up there have such a good sense of smell that when they'd smell that, they'd come right in.
Yep.
And we had some of these bonnet sharks right at the boat to where she could see them, and we could actually put the rod right in front of them and hook them, and they fight good.
Oh, that's you. Pick it up and go. Bonnet shark, I think.
All kinds of action.
What is this?
Look at him run.
Can you bring him that way a little bit? All the way around. Very good. Very good. All the way around here. So whenever we were catching, whenever you're on a bonefish flat, you see a lot of these, Hannah. It's a good sign. A lot of people think that they're baby hammerheads, but they're not really. Excellent work. So these little bonnet sharks, they look just like hammerheads. They've got kind of a hammer-like head, but they eat, what do you think they eat? Obviously they eat shrimp, right? Because that's what we caught him on. But they eat crabs and shrimp. That's their primary diet.
He doesn't like you.
He doesn't like me, but I'm trying to do him a favor. The fight doesn't last quite as long as a bonefish, but the initial run, it's pretty hard to tell the difference between a bonnet shark and a bonefish on the initial run if you don't see it eat. So they're great for all kinds of fishermen, and they're really fun to catch. And they're ideal for a first-time angler or somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience or somebody that's looking for a lot of action. And really, if you're trying to teach a kid how to bonefish, they're one of the best things ever. You can feel him. He won't bite you. You sure? Okay. All right. They do get bigger than that, but not a lot. And then the hammerhead, like that one we saw the other day, they get really big.
great sunshine, not a cloud in the sky, and that makes it for visibility that's just unbelievable. And we could see some bonefish moving around. We could see them up on the flats there.
Yeah, and there were some other creatures up there too. We had a little school of jack crevalle, which is another fish that fights great. You know, fights great, pulls hard, and really for the first, few 30 seconds, a minute, you don't know if that's a jack crevalle or a bonefish.
Well, we saw that push from a long ways away, and we thought it was a school of bonefish.
Right.
They were moving fast. We saw the
bonefish.
bodies moving, getting in there, and we both threw in there and hooked up, and it ended up being a big jack.
Good work, Hannah. Pump up and then reel as you go down. Pump up without reeling. Pump up a little more. And that's perfect for Hannah. She had a good time landing that fish, and again, it wasn't too much fish for her. It didn't scare her, didn't hurt her in any way. It's just perfect for her. He's a good fish right there, Hannah. One of my absolute favorites, the jack crevalle. You're doing a great job with him. A great job.
She did a great job fighting that fish.
Yeah,
I mean,
had
that
to
was
fight
a
it all
strong
the way
fish
around the
boat multiple times.
Yeah. I mean, she's caught some fish, but we're moving up on the scale. It's gone from snappers and pinfish to smaller jacks and blue runners and other things, and now we're actually kind of moving into sight fishing and sitting on the flat and seeing something and casting to it, and that's kind of how you do it. You keep the rod bent for a while until they start kind of getting ready for taking it to the next level. Hello.
Nice job, Hannah.
Look at that.
Don't make him
That is
touch.
a beautiful fish. Don't make him touch you? Okay, you don't have to touch him. This guy, if I touch him on these two black spots right here, he just goes paralyzed. Look at that. He won't even move. Every fish has got a way to handle him safely. And this guy's got big teeth. Let's take a look at him. So he's got sharp stuff right here on the tail. You got to be really careful of that. You don't need to back up. He's not going to bite you. But look at his teeth. Look at those teeth. Pretty good, huh? All right. You say bye to him? No? You don't want to say bye to him? I'll say bye to him.
Hannah, you did a great job fighting that guy. That was a strong fish, huh?
And when I let go of those two black spots, he's going to take off.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by Yeti Coolers, built for the wild. By Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate. Quantum Rods and Reels, fishing at a quantum level. By Loadmaster. And Costa.
It was awesome. She catches those jacks, and then we really wanted to try to catch those bonefish. We knew they were around. The tide was getting right, and we got this one particular area over there where it's worked good for us in the past, just to power pole down and throw some shrimp. On that booger rig. Yes, sight fishing is awesome at times, but sometimes whether the water's murky or it's windy or just anglers that don't want to cast, a very effective way to fish for the bonefish is knowing where they're going to be and then just throwing out the shrimp and letting it sit there. And while we were waiting, we caught a few other species, with boxfish and pufferfish and bonnet heads. They were really waiting for that bonefish, and it wasn't long before zzz, there it was.
Hard and fast, reel as fast as you can. That could be our man. That could be it. He needs to run a little harder. Funny thing was, we caught all those different things and seen the jacks on the flat and everything else, and both of us misidentified that fish. I was like, what is it, a blue runner? And you were like, I don't know, I think it's a jack or bonnet shark or something. And sure enough, it's exactly what we've been looking for the whole time. Is that a blue runner? I think that is a blue runner.
Bonefish,
bonefish.
Tip low.
Hanna Rowland.
Tip low.
Hold up.
Hold him right there. I'll get the net.
She was proud of it, she'll remember that because we got
Got her first bonefish.
Yeah, caught her first bonefish. We got some good pictures of it, And you know, I've noticed already that she's already hung those pictures up. So that means a lot to me, that she's shown me that did mean a lot to her. That's so cool.
Nice job, Hannah.
Yay, Hannah! Your first bonefish. Your first bonefish. I'm so excited. Check it out. I won't. Look.
Nice
Look at
job,
this.
girl.
Come
Stay
here.
up there. Look at her.
We need to get a picture. Biggest thing for me, man, is just getting to spend a day with her on the boat. She's at an age where she's changing real fast, you know, and it's super important for me to keep that connection, you know, that father-daughter connection, and spend that kind of time with her outside, whether that's riding bicycles or fishing or, you know, snorkeling or something, but just to have that kind of time. And I think that's super important, you know, and you're doing a lot of the same thing, you know, keeping your kids outside. And these days, man, that's a really important thing to do.
Good job. Nice job.
Way to go. Look, Hannah, he's got goggles.
25. Good job.
Just
Miss
feel
Hannah.
right there. Feel right there one time.
No, I don't.
Look, we'll look over the top of him. Can you see how he's got goggles right there? That's because he roots around in the mud, and he's got a protective coating right over his eye. It's so cool. So he can feed in the mud, and that is what we were after. Your first bonefish, Hannah. I wish I had caught my first bonefish when I was your age. That is so awesome. Exactly what we're looking for. Let's give him a little bit more. Put him up tied. He's gonna get going. Look how camouflaged he is, Hannah. Watch this. Look at him going away. See how he mixes right in there with the grass? There he goes.
Nice job.
You know, there's several times of the year where we're gonna fish some, we're gonna get in the water some, we're either gonna dive for lobster, maybe we're gonna jump out and wade for a bonefish, but we're gonna be in and out of the water all day. I've always kind of struggled with this because I wanna wear a pair of board shorts, but they don't have the right pockets that I'm used to. I like to keep some, you know, either my phone or a pair, you know, some hooks or something in my pocket. But you know, the shorts don't dry well. They're just not exactly the right thing. So my friends over at True Flies have come out with just the bread and butter addition to your fishing wardrobe. It's the Shell Creek short. This thing is awesome. It's got all the regular pockets like we normally have, big side pockets, a zippered pocket so that when you get in the water, your stuff's not gonna float out if you wanna keep it there, and belt loops. Belt loops are huge because now I can use my my pliers. Most board shorts don't have belt loops on them. These shorts dry super fast, so if we're gonna fish for a little bit, get in the water and snorkel like I just did with my daughter, this is the perfect addition. Go to trueflies.com, check out the Shell Creek shorts. I think you're gonna like them as much as I do. And if you wanna see full-length shows, more tips and exclusive web content, go to saltwaterexperience.com.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you in part by True Flies, life off the chart. By Mercury Marine, #1 on the water. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. And by Motor Guide. And Fraybill.
For full-length shows, step-by-step instruction, and stuff you've never seen on TV, go to saltwaterexperience.com. Great time to get out there and do some fishing. And then, you know, she kept asking me all day, okay, Dad, when are we gonna go snorkeling? When are we gonna go snorkeling? And you know what? After we caught that bonefish, it's kind of like, you know what? We're gonna go snorkeling right now.
And right out of here, we've got these great reefs. We ran over to that Coffin's Patch, which is, you know, like 4 miles from the dock. I mean, it's just a quick little ride, 10 minutes, we're there.
Boy, the water's crystal clear.
Yep, it's gonna be beautiful today. So we'll get all our stuff on and we'll go over here and see what we can see, okay? right, help me tie up to the mooring ball.
This is a sanctuary area where it's roped off. There's no fishing. It's just you know, and the fish are, I mean, they're almost tame. They're up there just all over the surface. They let you get real close to them, and you know, you can just, it was one of those rare days where it's so clear that from the boat, without even getting in, you can just see all the fish. You can see the reef. The crown of the reef's only 6 feet deep. It's right there, and a lot of the fish are floating right at the surface. I remember, you know, when she jumped in, I mean, there was fish all around. There was those chubs and little yellowtails, and you know, we could see parrotfish down there. There's all kinds of different parrotfish, and then one of the coolest things that we saw was there's this little baby turtle, like he was like this big, and he was just swimming around. You could see him, and just so many different types of fish down there.
And just a great place to go and spend a little bit of an afternoon, you know. I mean, that's what the Florida Keys are all about, man. You go fishing for a little bit, you go get in the water, and there's certain times of the year where we do a lot more water stuff than the others, obviously the warmer months of the year, but it made for just an amazing day, a great memory for Hannah and I. It was so good to get out there and just have that one-on-one time with her and do what she wanted to do, you know, because that's really important with kids is they all need a time when they can do what they want to do. And that's great, because we both love to get in the water, and just the ability to get out there and spend the day with her it's really all I could ask for. Nice job! It's gonna be a little bonefish, I think.
Could be a shark.
Oh, and these guys might be coming. Reel as fast as you can. Nice work, sweetie. Woo-hoo-hoo! He is pulling some line, isn't he?